Okay, we have no idea what happened. So we're just going to pick up from that question, and we're going to call this...
None of the questions got asked. It
Oh,
was
Jesus
literally
criminy.
just our music stream.
We are sorry something went weird.
Come on, kiddo.
It's all running in right now.
Okay, I need a cushion about the size of, like, yay big, so I can just be like, hey! Facepalm!
Talk about the best blooper reels.
Oh my god, yeah, so we started out with, we went for what, 10 to 15 minutes with no sound whatsoever. Then we ended up getting sound, and it was actually running live feed. And then all of a sudden, the live feed went away, and now
We aren't sure where we were,
back to...
but what was the last question, and we'll just pick up from there. And we will go through, read over it, anything that we missed, and we will make sure to write those down and answer them the next Thursday if we don't catch them this Thursday.
Right. Yep.
We do have lives in limited time, unfortunately.
Okay, so the last question that I had asked before we realized that, massive technical difficulty
It really
was
wasn't
that
massive.
there's a significant quality difference between the live stream of iCast Wish and the podcast version, which took some serious looking for on Spotify. I almost thought you opted not to multi-platform. Are you planning on making things pre-recorded to improve sound quality across the board in the future? Or are you going to go the route of buying better technology instead? And I said I could answer this. Simplest thing is both. Currently we are low on funding. All of the funding going into this broadcast, as well as, Buy the Dice, is literally a combination of just everybody trying to bring in whatever money they can that they have, that they are available to give with today's current economy. So whatever we put into it is usually just we're trying to go for the prime directives. Make sure we have better sound quality. We're trying to make sure we have better video quality. We're putting money towards things like, most recently, there was money that was put towards, printers, printer inks and everything like that by our sponsors. There's also, a few things like lighting that we've been trying to work on. So it's slow and steady. As soon as we have the funds that, we can use freely, yeah, there would be a much better quality. We'll obviously
the GoFundMe.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll obviously have better technology as far as technology goes. So currently we are working with what we have, which is basically just us and a few little pieces here and there. We ask that people just bear with us. If you're able to, help us out. If not, just continue to watch. That helps out too. Like, subscribe, share, get the word out. And that'll actually...
Hold your friends hostage until they share and subscribe.
Yeah,
Not literally.
No, literally.
No.
Literally.
Literally.
Hold
Yeah.
your friends
You're
hostage. We're being honest.
Plastic wrap works better than rope. Trust me.
You're next.
Right?
We do have a lot of plastic wrap.
Bondage
And I
tape
know
is
all
even
your
better, and
tickle
it doesn't
spots.
matte, and it doesn't leave that weird liquid.
I have all that too.
Anyway.
About 50 feet of rope.
I've got over 100 feet of paracord.
Yeah, hold your friends hostage.
Yep.
You know what they
Our
say?
sassy adolescent adventurer here,
Definitely do not.
rolling a nat 1 on their charisma check.
You know what they say? Silence is golden, duct tape is silver.
16. Not one.
And so is solder.
But I have duct tape.
And so are rivets.
Seven.
They're silver.
Yeah, and I have duct tape.
And you have rivets.
I do. And a riveter.
Yep. Alright, next question. Oh, Dirt, wait, first, we will be going to pre-record after the beginning of the year.
Yeah, we are going to start pre-recording after the first of the year, just because, let's face it, things are changing. and it is easier for us to have better sound quality. Actually, like update the video that way. I can compile the video and remaster it through my computer a lot faster.
So
Yeah.
this is actually apparently, even though it's the last question that Illiquid wrote down, it's actually apparently like a really good question. It falls into the same as like the last question I asked. If you were to get one new technology right now, what would it be and why?
Lapel mics.
Honestly, yeah.
Lapel mics.
I was thinking an entire sound kit because it would come with the lapel mics. It would come with the table that we could actually adjust our own lapel mics, so we're not giving feedback. Because some of us have, different heights in our sounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when you get really excited as Kalora and you start laughing frantically, like the mic levels are like here to like here.
Yeah, we could auto balance you out, and it wouldn't
Yeah.
be a problem.
Yeah, I mean it'd be good to have lapel mics as well as like the sound table, so we could sit there and like regulate everybody's sound specifically for that person.
Very good. Very good. Like,
Where would this go?
it is only
Black bag in front of the deep freezer.
It is only 5:25. We could probably jump through the first handful of questions.
No. I'll write it down.
All right, to
But-
listeners and viewers alike, sorry for the shorter broadcast.
Well, there are other things we could talk about still. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited about going to pre-record just as an editor.
yeah, I mean,
I-
that'll be helpful.
I mean, since technically none of it, really showed up anyway. As far as announcements go, I'm Pudgy, again, the host for iCast Wish. John, as well as Anaya, are DMs. Our young adventurer over here is Maylene. They're Anaya's child, so special guest,
DM's kid!
right? It's
This
free.
one.
Yeah.
It's Bring Your Child to Dungeon Day! Yay!
No, we haven't brought the child to the dungeon yet. I have a 13 or older to ride this ride rule.
Yep. Same here.
I cannot.
February.
I actually cannot mentally bring anything below PG-13.
Hey, at
Parental
least-
guidance is encouraged, if not.
Hey, at least it's
Mandatory.
based off your age and not your height. I mean, you could be, worst case scenario, little person, and you could be like yay tall, and you would have to be this tall to ride. I'm just saying. Could be height based, like it is, theme parks, carnivals. When I was a
Higher
kid,
than that.
theme parks and carnivals sucked for me.
Put your unshoed feet right next to me.
Well, at least they're not shoed,
Great.
because then there'd be shoes on my couch.
Yep. Which is the only reason you're not getting tickled.
Well, I mean, at least they're not shoed, and your booty isn't a fly. Shoe fly, don't bother me. Shoe fly, don't bother me.
No, I am excited about going to pre-record for the capability of improving sound quality,
Less
you know,
chance of a tech fuck up.
going in after game and actually like leveling out people's voices so that when Kalora's over here and love you, Chris, but Chris is doing this again, I can get Titania's and Ronan's voices up here next to Kalora's normal kind of squawky, loudish speaking voice.
Makes sense to me.
Well, if I can get, I actually, a couple years back, I was coming up with an idea for kind of like a program, but it wasn't really a program. It was, so I discovered a media program that you could use for cutting up your media, and I used it mainly for torrents and stuff like that back in the day. But you could take a still image and put the still image into your media and just kind of fluidly place it in there so it looked like it kind of belonged. So what I was thinking was for example, Kalora goes up to open up the cage, and as Kalora's opening the cage, there's a little animation in the top left corner of Kalora, seeing the screaming skeleton, and it would just be like a little image that would pop up, like, what is this? Actually from,
Yep.
storyline.
Yeah.
I thought that would be really cool too.
That's going to take us a lot of work, and we're going to need a lot of time to get stuff like that done.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
I'm
gonna be
still
the
learning
future
how to
when we get
use
more.
Animator.
It'd be really nice if we could actually afford an animation team for shit like that.
Yeah.
But alas, we are currently impoverished, though we are working to fix this problem.
See, that
Oh,
again?
that's a magical circle piece.
Yeah. See, we don't actually have a board for the board game. You have to build the board.
At least until we get a flat screen TV that we can put underneath that thing, and then I can just draw the board on my computer and transfer it over there, and it'll be
Yep.
animated.
Yeah, you have to create the board too.
Yeah.
But only the DM has to create the board.
Unless it's your house.
Until I can get my hologram idea up and running. Yeah.
Did it.
Right?
I created
I
something.
would love for us to play a round or two.
Well, that's the
in my
nice thing
place.
is the way that Dungeon Alchemist runs. Once we're able to do the holographic thing, it has 3D renderings in the thing. So
Well, what's really wild is I came up with an idea. I just haven't figured out how to do it exactly yet. I'll talk about it when we're off screen, so nobody can steal my idea.
Good
No
call.
offense to you guys, but you know.
Also, I would point it out to you, Pudgy, that your idea is currently technically under a copyright.
Okay.
If you said it right here, all of this is our intellectual property.
Yep.
So you know how you have those like it started off as being like sand, and it turned into like little metal needles. How
Yeah.
you could take and put your hand in it, and your hand would show up in the upper layer as
Yeah.
the image. I was thinking that would be something really cool to have for, basically do it with a different type of material, but have it underneath the table, and we could make our own 3D modeling based off of whatever we wanted to push in there.
Sometimes you just gotta feed the ADHD a little.
Sometimes you just need to feed the goblin.
Yep.
That's why I eat chocolate.
What?
No chocolate.
I said that's how I feed my ADHD. I feed my ADHD with chocolate.
You can
Specifically
get
dark
a piece
chocolate.
of candy after we leave because sugar makes.
Me go crazy.
Yeah, sugar makes you go crazy.
See, the
You
kind of
didn't guys
chocolate
hear that?
I'm talking about
Yeah,
isn't
they did.
high in sugar. The kind of chocolate I'm talking about is high in cacao.
Yeah. 70% of it is dark chocolate.
Yep.
Heart healthy too. We call this medical chocolate.
Medical chocolate.
Not to be confused with medicated chocolate.
Right.
Oh, sounds kind of interesting actually. Medicated chocolate.
Well, chocolate can be medicated in multiple ways. X-Lax is technically medicated chocolate.
I've used that. But anyway, so it is currently 5:30. There really aren't any other questions without going through the entire list all over again. Which I'm thankful it wasn't like 20 like last week. Because
That would have
if
been
I had to,
terrible.
oh my god, if I had to repeat it over and over again, I would be so pissed. Like it's bad enough I had to repeat it 3 different times.
Yeah, right? And we are sorry for the technical difficulties. I mean, we are amateurs. If we were professionals, this would be better.
Right.
I mean, if we were professionals, we'd have money and equipment and get paid for it instead of having to work, side jobs to pay for our equipment. And we'd be wearing matching socks and not 2 different colors.
What are socks?
Right?
Hey, Adolescent Adventurer, do you have any questions for the DMs?
Yeah, seriously.
You don't want to ask any kind of questions about D&D? That is the best question.
Can I have more dice?
Yeah.
You can certainly try.
So you don't want to ask any questions about the game or the games that we're playing? I mean, right.
I have a question. Why is SpongeBob a square and why are his pants a square?
Because he's SpongeBob SquarePants.
Because he's a sponge that lives in Bikini Bottom next to Sandy Cheeks and is working for Mr. Krabs. And if you really need any more definition than that, I can't say it because it's all well over PG-13. But, I mean, come on. The sponge lives right next to the tentacle. Any questions, people?
Right. I know that one of the questions that
I
we
love
did
that.
earlier, like we were answering about like the different like memories for characters. Mine was kind of like, you know, obviously not PG-13, but it was the most recent battle where, you know, Antac Mollywop.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was, like... Antac is the epitome of everything that is toxic masculine barbarian.
But not also.
Well, the really funny thing is like, okay, so here's a keynote that half the people, you know, on screen do not know about. When it comes to
No,
Antac's
keep my dice in
personality,
the tray.
honestly, all I can think of is Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was in Twins. Because it was like super masculine but really naive.
Swartz a ninja?
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's easier for him to say than Schwarzenegger.
I love that so much. This
Yeah.
is not judgment, this is a wonder.
Okay, yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Because he's got that manly ninja yell. Right? You know, gets his arm stuck in the door. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Actually, so when I was younger, I watched, it was a comedian skit, and it was a guy who went by Chinaman. And that's what he referred to Arnold Schwarzenegger as being, as Arnold Schwarzenegger. And it just kind of stuck, so that's what I've been calling him ever since, is Arnold Schwarzenegger. But that's how I think of Antac as being, is, you know, really broad, muscular, you know, ready to pounce on anything, but at the same time is naive and just likes to have, you know, go with the flow.
Yeah.
It's not all about crushing everything. It's about having fun while you crush everything.
Hey, Bertha.
Right?
Bertha is amazing.
Now Bertha's got a diamond. I mean, who does that? Oh, look, there's my dragon. Here, I'm gonna give her a diamond.
Right.
I just mollywopped some random dude. This is my prize. Here you go, baby.
I just beat some guy unconscious with my member.
But it wasn't a gold member. It was a black member.
And Scaly.
Scaly manfish.
Yeah. Yeah. Though I do think we are probably
That's what I'm saying. We need to cut this short before it starts getting into old Greg references.
right.
Like, it's gonna happen.
We'll
There's
see.
Bailey's in my shoes.
Not wearing toes.
That doesn't mean there isn't Bailey's in them.
Do you love me? Are you playing your love games with me?
Okay, yeah, you're
Yep.
right. We need to stop
Alright,
this.
we're outta
We
here.
love
Have
you
a great
guys.
one.
Please remember, like, share, subscribe, help support us. Hold your friends hostage until they like, share,
Not
subscribe.
literally.
But
Shh. I'm
Calm
gonna
down,
roll
Seth.
higher than that one. So, literally.
Right.
Just to prove my point,
oh, he grabbed the glowy one.
I got an 11. What you get?
Go roll.
Come on, bro.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Rolled higher, so yeah, literally.
They grabbed the puzzle piece.
We win! Yay!
Yep.
no.
It's the puzzle piece, isn't it?
Rollies, rollies, rollies.
Why does it keep going on 11? That's just retarded.
I don't know.
Oh, never mind. This one's a 6. Alright. So either way, I still won through literally.
8.
All
Yeah.
right.
Alright,
So,
so
That's
like,
bad.
subscribe, share.
Everything is not gonna be on.
I don't know what she said, but all I can think of was.
Oh, and don't
everything
forget
is
the next
awesome.
Tuesday. Oh, and guys, don't forget that next Tuesday is International Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Are you my dude?
Alright, that was just cute. We gotta end this shit.
Yeah, no, let's. This is gonna sound so hilarious and